Hello everybody, my name's Dave. I'm the husband of Mama Sue. Mama Sue is a very special person and the love of my life, and I'd just like to tell you a little bit about her life and how we came here to Kenya. Many years ago, Sue lost her father, who was the love of her life. She absolutely adored him. He was a very, very good, kind man, strong and very, very determined, just like Sue in a lot of ways. So she lost him and things wasn't the same after. She was grieving for a long time. So I decided to take her on holiday, so just to cope and just to have a little bit of a break. And we came here to Kenya, and as soon as she came to Kenya, she fell in love with the place. She fell in love with the people, the place. Oh, she said, this is a beautiful place. And then we went to a small hotel, Turtle Bay Hotel, and after a couple of days, like we always did going on holiday, we decided to go out and explore the village and the town around us. As we did that, we found this very small school. Oh, well, it wasn't a school, it was ruins nearly. It was falling down, there were cracks in the walls, you could see through the walls. It wasn't just a crack in the cement, there was a gap like this, you know, maybe an inch gap all the way down. A good rainstorm and high winds, and it had collapsed with the kids inside. So Sue said, this can't be right, we've got to do something to help these kids. Said, it's not safe for them. The teacher said, well, they do most of the lessons outside. She says, come, I'll show you. Well, we went outside and ended up down the back of this school. There was kids there counting with stones. They was drawing in the sand with a stick, the letters. They had no paper, they had no pencils. Sue says, this is the year 2000. It was just 2000. It was 3 days after the millennium. And she said, we've got to help these people. We've got to. I said, what can we do? She says, I'll show you what we can do. And this is where our story started. So eventually we kept coming back on holiday. We had a small bar a small hotel, should I say, in Blackpool in England. And like from there, we collected, we did fundraisers, everything to make as much money we can to bring back to Kenya to help these vulnerable school children. But as it went on, the thing grew and grew until Sue said we've got to become a proper registered charity because then we'll be official. So this is what she did. So we came here, we came back after that first year. We'd raised £600, which in 2000 was a lot of money, but we got back and we got 32 of those little black bottoms off the stone floor and into a classroom. And that's when Sue said, I know I can make a difference here in Kenya. And the difference she made was fantastic. We came, as the story came, we came more after we retired. We came out and lived here all the time, and then we moved from one school which we'd helped to build, and she decided that there was so many children, vulnerable children, not cared for. She had to build a happy house, as she called it, a home where children would be safe and kept, and they had 3 meals a day, and they were safe from any bad things happening to them. And they did, terrible things used to happen to them. But anyway, that's a different story. But she built this happy house through hard work, with getting in touch with thousands of people, asking for them to believe in her and telling her dream what she wanted to do here, and eventually she did raise enough money to build this happy house what we've got at present, and a beautiful place that it is. We had 104 children, just maybe this time last year. Now we've repatriated some of them, and we've got 55 children who can't be, who are going to be permanently with us, but 55 happy children. That's why we call it the happy house. And the children are happy, and they're safe, and they're cared for. So after the happy house got built, and it started to build, we said we need a better education for these children. So she said, I'm going to raise enough money to build a school. I said, come on, so I said, you can't do the impossible. She says, just watch me. But you know, she did it. She's built a school here. It's the best school in the Cliffy County. And now it's grown and grown and grown. She's got a computer set with 32 computers working. We only have 30 kids in the classroom. So every child has its own computer. When it's on computer lessons, you don't share computers. Everybody has got their own computer. We've got a library. Must have 8,000 books in the library. We've got a laboratory. Our laboratory teacher said, I never saw a place like this, a laboratory, until I went to university in Nairobi. He says, and now we've got one in our school. So we've got a fantastic school, and it's all going. It's been very hard work, and Mama has worked and worked her socks off to get this. So for 22 years, as it's taken her, that is how long she's been working, 22 years, 7 days a week. She never ever stopped. All right, we sometimes went to Voyager maybe for 3 days or 4 days break when she was absolutely at her bottom, rock bottom, and I had to insist to her to take a short break. I said, we are not going back to England. I'm not going back to England for 2 weeks or 3 weeks at a time. I can't be away from these kids. These kids I love, and I want to be with them, and I want to care for them and make them safe. And now they are safe. They're all happy kids, they're all safe, and they're beautiful children. So I know they will never forget Mama, because Mama now has gone and left us 2 days ago. Broke my heart. She broke a lot of people's hearts, but a lot of people she's left very happy, because knowing her was a privilege. Knowing her, people had her in her heart. Everybody had a kind word for her. She was a beautiful, beautiful woman. And I can't go on anymore because I'm filling with tears. So God bless you all who hears this or reads it or whatever it is, wherever it goes. Thank you for being there, part of us. And God bless Mama's soul and let her rest in peace. Thank you.